Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Chic on the Cheap this week. So this week I wanted to take a little bit of a break and answer some questions from viewers that I've gotten over the last few months. And I apologize, I know a lot of you comment on my videos and I'm really thankful for that. It's always encouraging and makes me smile. And I'm a busy mom and I don't have time to sit down and reply a lot of the time. So I wanted to take some time today to make sure that I answered some questions that people have posted. So first off, someone asked if I had any ideas on how to take scraps from a dress and turn them into a little girl size dress. My best advice would be what we did for the last Easter dresses that I just made, and that's taking a long straight scrap and turning it into kind of like a tutu for a little girl. You can just vary the length depending on the size of the girl that you want to make the skirt for. Then you can pair that with a really cute jacket or a onesie depending on how old the little girl is. You could also check out my video on how to make a princess ball gown. In that one I took the top from a little girl's dress that already fit the girl and just added on a new skirt. So you could do something like that to save yourself time and get a good fitting dress. Okay, so the next question I had was, what is the inner lining made of on the men's tie that I created or that I redid? And on most of those, I just took apart an old tie and used that inner lining that was already in that old tie for the new tie that I made. But in most of those ties, it's kind of like a thick batting. You could also use a really thin felt, probably, is about the same thickness and consistency. So something like that, or just go buy an old tie from a thrift store and cut it apart and use that lining on the inside. Okay, so the next question, somebody asked me how I restained the coffee table that I did since it already had a finish on it. That one was kind of tough. If you're redoing something that already has been stained, especially something that has been stained and has a gloss coat on it, like my coffee table did, it's a little bit tougher. So what I did is first took a hand sander and sanded down the top of it. Then I went around on the legs with just sandpaper and sanded, just kind of roughed up that gloss. Now I didn't take off all the gloss. I left some of it on there because I think it has kind of a cool effect when you put another layer of stain on top of that. Kind of soaks into all the places that you sanded. So after I sanded it lightly, I went back with some stain, and this was a stain that had a little bit of a gloss mixed in with it. And then the trick is to put it on really thick. I mean, I'm talking probably like 3 coats of this stain is what I put on to give new life to that coffee table. So if you'll go back and look at, I think it's the glass coffee table redo, that's where I restained a coffee table. And again, just put it on really thick and plan for it to sit and dry for maybe 1 to 2 days. And then after it dries, it should be a nice, thick, shiny coat, and it should stand up to lots of toddlers, as I found. So it'll be a nice new coat. Okay, so then somebody asked me, do you take your Chic on the Cheap mind with you wherever you go and whenever you go shopping? And yes, I do. I like to shop at thrift stores. A lot, that's my favorite place to go. And here's a trick to shopping at thrift stores. When you go, you can spend hours there looking through every piece of clothing, trying to find that one piece that will work or fit. Don't do that. What I do is walk up and down the aisles of clothing and I look for fabrics that catch my eye. If I like the fabric, then I'll pull that shirt or pants or whatever it is out and feel the fabric. And if it's a nice fabric, a good quality, you can usually tell just by feeling it if it's going to stand up to wear and tear. Then I'll take time to really look at that piece of clothing, and if it's something that fits or if it's something that I could alter, or I'll look at it and say, hey, what else could this be? Could it be a hair bow? Could it be a pillow cover? Could it be a basket liner? Something like that. So that saves me a lot of time when I go thrift shopping, excuse me. And then also, you know, when I go grocery shopping, when I go to Walmart, wherever I go, I'll always go try to look at the clearance section. Sometimes there are things in the clearance section that you can use for other purposes. So always try to look at sales and then just use your creativity. Start looking at things in different ways and thinking, how could I reuse that? What else could it be? And that's kind of my Chic on the Cheap mind that I take with me. Okay, and then let's see, last but not least, yes, I said cement. I'm sorry, I'm from the Midwest and I didn't even pick it up, but my husband told me, yeah, you say cement. So cement, however you say it. I apologize if I offended anyone with my Midwest accent, so sorry about that. And just a big thank you to everybody that watches, and thank you for your positive comments. They always make my week and really make me enjoy posting more videos for you. So, taking a break from crafts this week, but I hope I answered some questions that people had. If you have a question, you can visit me on Facebook, or feel free to post it on a video, and I will try my best to respond to you and give you a good answer. So thanks again for watching. I'll have another craft for you next week. I think it'll be a home decor craft